There we go. Thursday again. Cornishman. I haven't had a chance reading yet. I'm rubbing my hands a bit cooler, isn't it? But it is nice out there. There's no doubt about that. The sun is shining and well, it's fresh. It's so fresh. What's will make things better? We've got a lot of birds out there, so we're feeding them a bit, keeping them all fresh. Keep the water clean. That's the most important, so they don't get this disease and all. But just hope everybody's all right. And it's good news I see there today that this sign for Jethro, the train's not stopping on Wednesday up Camborne stations, approved, and just getting a date, I think, now for when they can have it all put up. Fantastic. I'm going to say well done to Edward, and um, well done for getting it going, boy. You've done a cracking job. Now, I ain't got no birthday today, but I got to say on this Saturday, down Hale Salvation Army Hall, we're having a Christmas bit of a do, really. We're going to have baking and splits and bits and pieces and cakes there for sale, and just come on down nice and warm, have a nice cup of tea, bit of cake, bit of chat, bit of laugh. So I think it's 10 until 1 o'clock, so anybody's welcome, just come on down. All right, now I'm going to do Herbert Lee Monier again today. Now, said Eli, peace at last, I am at a smock for the day. He went to the kitchen, and someone was knocking at the door. I aren't home, he shouted. "'Tis only me," said the voice. "Who's me?" "Oh, Mrs. Jack from next door." "What do you want?" "Can you mind the baby? I got go out bit." "Yes, shove her through the winder. I got the door shut to keep out the cat." Putting the baby in his soap box, he sat down and closed his eyes. Bang, bang, up the front door. Up he got, opened it, and it was old Tobias. "Are you busy?" asked Tobias. "Yes, I don't know what I done last." "Well, I want for 'ee to do me a little kindness. Write a letter." "What sort of letter?" "Well, kind of love letter." "Love letter? Aren't you getting married again, are ye?" "Why, you've been married 4 times already." "Yes, and I'm going to keep on till I strike a good one. You know that little widow woman up Churchtown? I heard she got a bit of money. Now sit down and write, 'My dear Polly, the sow is sick, and part of my roof is blawed away.' Ain't much of a love letter, is it? Tell her my love is boiling over. So is my dinner. Now I'm mixed up. I don't know if Missus said leaving in for an hour or taking out in an hour. What must I say next?" "Oh, tell her if she's willing she's mine and I'm she's." "She can't see very well, can she?" "No, and I can't hear, so we won't get on very well together. Now put down, 'My love is like a little bird that flies from tree to tree, and when it sees another bird, it thinks no more of me.' What is the address?" "Oh, don't know." "Put down Polly Ponnon. Postman will know." "Well, so long, I'll shut the door. When I sit down again, I never get up no more." He lay down on the old rug and was soon fast asleep. He slept for 6 hours and woke up to find Lizzie Ann home again and getting his supper. Anyhow, that's that one. Now, this other little one here now um, is by the late Brenda Wooden. This one's called The Cabbage. Mrs. Stone prepared the meal. "I haven't got no beans, and dinner isn't nothing if you haven't got no greens." She called to William Henry. "Go down the garden, Willie. I need a cabbage, dear," she said. "Ain't got enough to fill 'ee." With knife in hand, Bill Henry sped out through the kitchen door, and from that moment Mrs. Stone seen her man alive no more. 5 minutes passed, she fussed about. "Why, where's he gone to now? He just had to cut a cabbage. Don't take this long, I vow." 5 minutes more and she was off, and there, look at what she'd found. Her man beside the cabbages lay dead upon the ground. Up chapel at the funeral they tended to her needs, and never paused to speak to her there in her widow's weeds. Poor Mrs. Stone, what did he do in such awful times as these? "Oh, what could I do?" She wiped her eyes. "I opened a tin of peas." Now have a nice weekend and take care. Don't forget Salvation Army Saturday.